that again and see if our connection is a little better. But if we start dropping frames like crazy, then what we're realizing is that we need to not do live stream and a class at the same time. That might have had something to do with it.
I think I have something double scheduled like that.
So right now, bit rates, everything else look good. We'll see if anybody shows up. So, but getting back to what I was saying, like I used to always say, no matter how well things are going, I always feel like I am one step away from the curb.
The gutter.
No, just one step away from the curb. That was my saying, at least.
Are you in the right spot?
So we are dropping frames again. Go to YouTube, see what's happening. Good morning. Are we frozen for you guys? Are we having any issues? So anyways, I had a crazy experience this morning. Jeannie was like, tell me what it is. And I was like, I'm not going to tell you until the live stream.
Can you believe that? I was like, I'm your wife. You tell me now. And then he wouldn't. He's so belligerent.
Well, I had another call.
No.
I did. Patrick Grant called me. No, I couldn't. So I was at the stoplight at 4th Street in McCarran today, and I was watching this dude. The way I would describe him is a well-dressed homeless guy. In that you could tell the guy was homeless, but he wasn't, he just kind of looked like a normal dude. But when he got to the light and I was parked all the way to the right, like waiting for the light to turn, he looked at the lights and the lights were just about to turn green. And I'm like, this guy's totally going to walk out into traffic. And so sure enough, he walks right in front of my car as the light turns green, which is not a big deal. I kind of knew he was going to do that. But then he walks over to my window and he bangs on the window and he's like, hey, you MFer, open the window. Get it down. I'm with the FBI.
He told you he was with the FBI.
And I just am looking at the dude. Nobody around me went. Everybody was just stopped. And so he bangs on the window a couple times and he's screaming in the window. And then all of a sudden he looks really sad. And he's like, can you tell me where Truckee is? And I just point. I'm like, it's that way. Go that way. And he's like, okay. And then I started to leave, and then he went and started attacking the car next to me.
What would you?
So what's crazy about that, and what I was thinking about, this is at 6 a.m. in the morning. And my first inkling was, what would my kids have done in that scenario?
Ooh.
Would they have opened the window and engaged with this guy? Because it's funny, when something like that happens, there was a part of me that was like, I need to roll the window down.
It's with the FBI.
I'm with the FBI. Open the window. Put it down, MFer. I'm with the FBI. But in my head, I'm like, what would have happened if my kids were there? So we need to talk to the kids about that tonight, about how they just couldn't engage.
They should.
And I was a little worried because he was carrying bags and he swung his bags into my door, and I didn't want to just take off because certainly didn't want to hurt the guy.
What if he fell into the car?
I didn't want to he just was.
That.
I wasn't going to engage, and I was going to slowly pull away. It all happened pretty fast.
Yeah.
But it made me go, wow, my kids. I was talking to Kai yesterday about the fact that they're learning to drive in the city. I mean, I literally grew up in the middle of nowhere, out in the country in Pennsylvania. That never would have happened in a million years.
You don't know that.
never.
But
I mean,
probably
maybe
unlikely.
in State College now, like maybe in that area now, there's a homeless issue, but back then they would pack up the homeless people and run them out of
Plus,
town.
nobody
like,
wants to be homeless, but where we're from, it's so cold and like.
There's definitely less of a homeless issue in that area.
I don't remember.
But the last time we were in New
seeing...
York, it was awful.
Yeah, it was. It was for sure.
So,
but
yeah, it was kind of a crazy experience this morning. So,
that is pretty crazy.
Successful day. You know, I've never been attacked by the FBI before.
Yeah.
But
me neither.
Anyways,
I remember
totally
when
sad.
I had a scary experience at Taco Bell. I went to Taco Bell.
When was this?
Probably. It was like one day I was working here and I got hungry, and
First mistake, going to Taco Bell.
I went to Taco Bell, and I went inside. Is pre-pandemic, because I went inside and I was sitting there, and there was a homeless gentleman, and like he was glaring at me, and then he started saying stuff about me being Asian, and I can't remember if somebody sitting next to me was like, "Don't look at him. Just don't look at him." And but I felt unsafe because he was saying stuff to me, and it was aggressive. And
he was wearing FBI sunglasses, like he was totally wearing aviator shades, and he had an FBI hat on. I think, they only give those out to people who are really in the FBI. It was like FBI.
Oh, his hat said that?
Yeah, his head said FBI. No, I'm totally kidding. Like, I'm sure you could just go buy an FBI hat. But, I mean, it was funny because, like, watching him walk across the street, I literally was like, this is a problem. Like,
something's happening.
This dude is off his rocker. Like, just the way he was walking across the street, just the way he was looking at the light. Like, I just was like, I was worried I was going to start to go and he was going to step right out in front of the car.
Yeah.
And he got in front of the car before the light turned. But it was funny because all the people around me, there's 3 lanes there and
everyone
a turning lane, and not a single person moved. Like, everybody stopped and was kind of like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And like I said, I started to go and he immediately started going to the car next to me. They started going too, but it's like, it was just a really weird situation. So,
yeah, no.
and he just wanted to know how to get to Truckee.
Yes.
So, successful day with Momo yesterday.
Yes, if you were here yesterday, I was literally stressed from the time Patrick told me.
She was stressed like 4 days earlier.
That we were going to start bringing Momo twice a week. And that was like probably 2 months ago. So I've been building it up, going, okay, how is this going to be? How's it going to work? And he was great. He was great.
He was meet and greet.
I don't know if he was totally meet and greet, but he was great.
He was meet and greet as long as you're okay with the dog being like, hey!
No, he's like, hey, it's not.
His tail was wagging. He was happy to see everybody.
He does. So anyways, he's going to be here again on Friday. So that's going to be Momo's schedule.
You get to get up at 6 a.m. again.
Wednesday and Friday. Yesterday was one of the worst days of my life.
She was telling the kids last night, this is the worst day
It's one of the worst days of my life because it started out early. That's bad. And then it started out with exercise, which is even worse. And then it ended with yard work. And I barely had to do any. I did like 1 minute of yard work, but that is not how I like my days to go.
So this is yesterday. So I had 19,000 steps yesterday.
19,000, yeah.
And
that's
which
a lot.
is just under 10 miles of walking.
Well, half of that
and I
was,
got up this morning. And I was like, I feel like I walked 19,000 steps yesterday. I don't know if you saw me get out of bed to go to the gym this morning. I was tired.
No, I just kept my eyes closed.
So, what do we have to talk about today beyond
Number one, I completely sold out of the white poinsettia panels. And it should show as 0 online.
Can you get it?
Yeah, I just sent a email to my rep just confirming that I could get more. So I'm trying to get more of those right now. You know, they have pink. Would anyone be interested in pink? It's really, really, really pretty. But I'm going to get more red, more white. And the class, we're going to do a class for 2 classes for the poinsettia panel. Those won't happen until the end of June. So we're not in a huge hurry. Don't worry about it. But end of June, we'll go ahead and we'll do those 2 classes. They're both going to be, one's going to be quilting with fills, and the other one's going to be quilting with those embroidered patterns. What else? I felt like there was some other stuff I wanted. Oh, so the affiliate link is up, and I think Christine sent something out. But there is affiliate link if you want to purchase Kimberbell's new Me Time program. Is that what it is? The Me Time program? Or the Bella boxes. It did not work on my site yesterday. I know some people went on the site and tried to do it there, but it is a completely different affiliate link. And let me just check it this morning. And like I said, I think 2-box subscription, 6 projects. I think it is now up on our affiliate link. Let me see. Oop. I don't see it. I will check on that. But I think she sent out an email. I'll call her in just a little bit.
Text her? Or here, text her.
I can't.
We'll see if we... so Carolyn King needs the... Carolyn Farlow needs the red one.
If you could purchase it online, that would be great. If you could just go ahead and then I can fill the order from there.
Did you refresh the page?
Yeah, Patrick. Look.
So Joanne says she got the email yesterday.
You got the... Okay, so an email went out.
Cheryl Perlian asks, where is the spreadsheet for the Kimberbell pillow?
That's going to be right in the Sew Along group. So if you go to the Facebook page and go to our page, but go to the Sew Along, Sew Along is where we post everything. So, and it should be right, well, for me, I don't know if this has to do with, it's my page, but if I go, it's like the first thing that I see in there. So, yeah, tomorrow's going to be the Sew Along for the Liberty pillow, and I did sell a couple of those yesterday. I think I have maybe 2 more. So if you want to do that with us, come and pick them up today. But if you look at the Reno Sew Along group like this, and then we go like this, they're right here. Kimberbell, Sweetland. Do you see that? Sweetland of Liberty. Whoops, touch something. Sweetland of Liberty. It's going to be right there. So you should be able to find that. That's going to be at 2 o'clock because we have a class. Oh, because I'm doing the watermelon pot holder tomorrow. So that's going to be tomorrow morning. And then after that, I'll go right into the sew along. And remember, it's a sew along. We're sewing together, friends sewing together, because I'm doing the project for the first time with you. Although I'll have gone through all the... I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what that is. Okay, so... what was I going to say? That's going to be... Oh, and you know what? I got an email yesterday from Miss Linda Lancaster, who is telling me that there needed to be some shape flex that needs to be attached to one of those backing fabrics. So skim through the instructions.
Thank you,
and
Secretary
I'll start
Mundy.
that. Yeah, thank you very much. And I'll start that... I'll start the class with, because I did prefuse all my shape flex, except I think there might be some smaller pieces that might need it. So just have some at the standby, and we'll do that at the very beginning of class. Was there anything else that you can think of?
Did you need to talk about BBQ?
I'm so sorry. So our BBQ event, I thought I could get more kits, and I can't. I reached out to them yesterday and just heard back because I was like, I need 5 more kits. And they are completely sold out. So if you have a kit, you're in. If you don't have a kit and you made a purchase, I will be refunding. And I apologize. I've had 2 events where we couldn't get more kits. I mean, we've done probably a dozen different events. And this was this one and my Punny Valentine. Both of those sold out. So the other ones, I've always been able to get more kits. We are going to do that harvest table. And I couldn't remember the date on it. And you have to give them a date to get your instructor kit. So I gave them a date, got my instructor kit, but they never put me on the event page. And so I reached out to them this morning. That'll go up on the event page and it'll go on the website. And make sure you get your kit early. I'll put in numbers, and I will be sure to get some extras for some people that don't get signed up in time. But yes, BBQ, they're sold out. This is Kimberbell. They have no more kits for any of the retailers to get from them. Is there something else? I think I did have something else to talk about.
We talked about it while we were drinking coffee today.
Oh, the kids? Was something about the kids. What was going on with the kids? There was something
about how they won't take out the garbage.
This is normal. This is how all teenagers are.
I just had a buddy who was like, I was asking him a question about his son, and he goes, yeah, he says he's going to do it. And I go, oh, cool. And then he goes, but I don't believe him. And I'm like, why don't you believe him? And he goes, because he always says he's going to do something, and then he doesn't do it. I don't believe him at all anymore. I just tell him I'll believe it when I see it, because he's always saying he's going to do stuff until he does it. But, like, our kids won't even take out the garbage.
The recycling is heaping right now.
And then they won't even take it out.
And that's kind of their job, is to do that. It's like they'll just put it on and like balance it to see it.
Will it stay?
and then shut it.
And then we were talking, she was like, were we like that as teenagers? I wasn't like that as
Patrick
a teenager.
says, and do you know what? I don't remember ever taking out the garbage.
Well, your mom was
your mom
was a dynamo like that.
My mom did everything. I remember, in high school.
Off on that. That's super
I don't
loud.
even remember. I don't remember doing
now
the
you
dishes.
know where all the phones are. Like, there are like 9 phones ringing around here.
My mom did everything and never asked for anything.
So
and
what
never
you're saying
complained
is
about anything.
This is a jip.
What do you mean it's a chip?
I'm getting totally ripped off. Like, your mom proved that all...
She did everything. Everything. And then when I was in 7th or 8th grade, she went back to work and worked all the way through while I was in college, too. And she would come home to make lunch. Like
a 5-course Korean lunch.
Yeah, and we'd go out to eat maybe like 2 or 3 times a year, maybe if we were on vacation. Other than that, my mom cooked every single meal. And this is like a woman who made her own soy sauce. So then I think
she made her own of everything that most Korean Americans bought.
So then I go, maybe my kids are...
I think you need to reflect inwards, not project that towards your kids.
Yeah, but I did other things. Like, we raked. I grew up in Connecticut with lots and lots of trees, and we raked all those leaves. We would rake them. I don't know if anyone's from back east, but we'd have huge tarps, like those big, huge blue plasticky tarps.
You're talking like massive.
And you would
piles.
and you would rake them, and then we would drag those tarps to the street, and everyone would dump their leaves. If you're from here, you wouldn't grow up like this. You would dump them all on the curb. Well, that's because
they had that vacuum machine would come.
And they would come and they would vacuum up the leaves. And and we mowed the lawn, and I did do some stuff. Like I'd clean the bathrooms and vacuum. So I wasn't completely worthless. But my mom did like everything.
Yeah, we were just talking about like trying to get our kids to do anything. They'll do it if we ask them real time, but it's like, I'm like, every day I get home from work and I'm like, oh my God, like, what is going on? Like, can you guys do nothing to help around the house?
And Violet goes, sorry, Mommy, I forgot. Sorry, Mommy, I forgot. That's what she says.
Every time.
Every time. Sorry, Mommy, I forgot. And it's so cute, but it's not. It's so cute, but it's not. I think I'm bad at giving my kids chores because I never had chores.
Oh, I totally tell them.
I never had chores, and I'm not good at enforcing chores either.
So we have all these like mature growth pines, and they drop, pounds of pine cones.
You mean us?
Like yeah. So when we moved into our house, the gentleman we bought the house from, there was a lawn guy that was talking about the fact that the lawn looked really, really good. And he essentially was saying most people with pine trees, their lawns don't look this good because they don't manage the pine debris. And so the gentleman that we bought the house from was like, you know what it is? You got to get the whole family to do it. They were a family of 3. And they're like, every day, everybody spends 10 minutes picking up. And for a year, we did that.
We were really good.
Like every day, we'd like grab the kids. It was like,
she said to Patrick, you guys were really good at first.
Yeah, like I was just talking to my neighbor this weekend, and she's like, you guys were so good at first, and now, and I'm like, well, whatever, now we're tired of it. But now, like, I found a new way to do it, which is I rake, and it pulls all the pine debris, the needles, the sticks, the pine cones, and everything down to the curb, and then I actually use a snow shovel to fill a bucket.
Yeah. But that is, so back in Connecticut, here I'm sure it'd be illegal, but back in Connecticut, there was like a truck with a giant hose.
Leaf days is what it was.
And it would it would suck up all the leaves. So you were supposed to do that.
And then they'd mulch it and sell it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that what they did?
What did you think they did with it?
I don't know. Threw it in the landfill. I have no idea. So, but that's, everyone just raked. And I didn't even know anyone that had a lawn service back east.
Oh, I knew people that had, like, I mowed people's lawns.
Well, yeah, my brothers would go, but it was just like the neighborhood kid.
Right.
It was just the kid in the neighborhood that like mowed the
people
mowed
weren't
the lawns.
as busy as they are now.
Is that how it is?
I think so.
Are you going? I am going to be here tomorrow. I will be in classes all day tomorrow.
I remember my brother telling me when we had kids, like he's like, you're going to be more busy than you've ever imagined being, which is true. So, are we done? Tomorrow we're doing this first thing tomorrow morning. So this is going to be the pot holder. This is Kimberbell Club. Guess what, ladies? I'm going to put it on the calendar. I have one more kit left. So if anyone wants a kit, come and get it. Call me. Wait, let me grab that really quickly. So Michelle shared new videos with me yesterday. I need to download those videos and upload them, but we will have some Technique Tuesday videos forthcoming. And I'm going to let you take over and go back up.
Okay.
There.
So this
Carol Kitchen Masters saying she wants the
Okay,
kit.
got it. I will close it out online. And actually, we made these in the store, so I could make another one if I needed to. This is going to be coming up. I'm almost done with the kits. This is, you know what I was thinking of doing? Because I know you haven't had enough Kimberbell. I was thinking of doing a best of Kimberbell Club, because we've been doing Kimberbell Club since 2017, and I know a lot of you, Marlene, you want that flamingo. I know a lot of you have just been introduced to Kimberbell within the past couple of years. So there are some spectacular projects that we've done throughout the years, and I was thinking maybe we would do like a best of. And so this was one of the most popular projects that we've done, and this is Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful Flamingo Pillows. So I've started kitting them out. The only thing I'm looking for right now is we're not going to put the pedal pulls in here, just because the pedal pulls, if you want the pedal pulls, they're the package of them, they're pricey. They're $20 for the pedal pulls. So I found this little alternative, and you're gonna get in your kit. You'll get these light pink ones, and then I also ordered some hot pink ones. So you'll have a choice of those, and you should have extra if you want to use them for something else. So I'm just waiting for those, and as soon as those come in, our kits will be ready, and we're gonna do that as a class. And don't you think that's a great idea, Lisa? There are like so many fun projects. I know some people just want the kit too, so I'll just make the kit available for you. But we'll start that. I think in a couple weeks I should get the hot pink ones were sold out. So I should get those in a little while, and then we'll go ahead and we're going to start a best of, and they're just going to be from Kimberbell Club. They'll be kind of like what we're doing for this dealer thing, but they're going to be past ones, and they're going to be the most popular ones. I know that class was so much fun. So I think that's it. I think Michelle is right now in her scan and cut class, and next week, what do we have going on? Paradise is going to be going on, and there's a table tapper class. I am doing a Surger 1 class in person on the 12th. So if somebody was interested in coming in and taking that, we could do that class. And starting the week of the 15th, we're going to really rock and roll with the Surger Bag class and the Land of Liberty Scan and Cut class and our BBQ event. That is it for right now. Have a great day, be productive, and make something absolutely amazing, and we will see you tomorrow.